Adam, thanks a lot for your time today.
No problem.
Now, let's go straight to the main event. I've actually sparred Liam before. We did one round on camera. He's very kind not to take liberties. But for me, it's a massive fight.
How did you find it?
He literally, it was very... a box, but when you're taking on someone of that caliber, it's a shock to the system. It's like a couple of times he hit me with some hooks, and I'm like, does he realise I'm almost out on my feet? You know, it was an amazing experience though. But it's a huge fight. I really don't know who's going to win. What are your thoughts on it?
I think that's the whole point. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Chris Eubank Jr. brings so much potential, class, willingness, dedication, the name, everything. Starry, isn't he, Chris? But I think still at 32, and he'd probably agree, we haven't seen the defining performance. We haven't seen how far he can go, and I think this is the acid test for him. If he comes through Liam Williams, then he can go on to fight for world titles and have those big showdowns. But remember, he's got a couple of defeats on his record. He's at middleweight now, and he's happier there. But I think this is the big one at middleweight in this country. So number 1 and 2. It's a domestic duel that's been in the melting pot for a long time. Don't like each other.
No.
Bad words, postponement. Now in Cardiff, hugely anticipated. Crowds back. Motor Points Arena's going to be packed tomorrow. Is that partisan crowd going to help Liam, or is it going to be a burden to him? It's really fascinating. Adam Booth as well in the equation. Roy Jones Jr. And that chemistry that they seem to have. We'll see it all tomorrow night. I think it's a fantastic fight, and I can't wait to commentate on it.
A huge fight. I can't wait to see it. In the co-main event, you've got Claressa Shields against Emma Kozin. Now, I actually spoke to her promoter, Dimitri Salita. I spoke to her trainer. As far as I'm aware, they've said if I ever come to the States, they'd let me spot her on camera. I'm dead up for it. They've given me, being deadly serious. First question is basically, tell me about her fight, her career. And what would your reaction be if I can actually get her to spar me on camera?
Well, good luck. Good luck is what I'd say. No, I know you box, and she's unbelievable.
Yes,
I adore Savannah Marshall. She and I go back a long way. We have a special relationship through many years of being a mentor to her at Sky. But I've got to say, I've fallen in love with Claressa Shields this week. I think she's absolutely brilliant. I think she's got the it factor. I think what she's doing for female boxing is phenomenal. So look, it's great, and I really hope they can share a ring. It was brilliant when Savannah beat her in the amateurs, but that's a long time ago, and Savannah's done incredibly well to get where she's got, and she's a world champion. But Claressa Shields is a multi-time world champion and double Olympic gold medalist, and she's a superstar, isn't she? And I think what she's trying to do in transcendent sport is fantastic. I think she's stolen the show this week, and she's brilliant to have here. What she's done already in her career, in a short professional career, has been wonderful. But she's going to have to fight Savannah Marshall if she gets through Emma Kozin, which is expected. Let's be honest. But Emma is a very, very tough girl. She's got an incredible backstory herself, and she's unbeaten. So let's see what happens tomorrow. And then Savannah's going to appear in the spring back in Newcastle. We can't wait for that. And hopefully the two of them can lock horns sometime in the summer. So it's just brilliant for women's boxing. And I think to add to it, Caroline Dubois' professional debut. Caroline looks up to Claressa as a sort of idol, as a hero, and I think Caroline's going to be pretty special herself. So it's fantastic times for women's boxing. We've seen Katie and Amanda are going to fight in the Garden in a few weeks' time. You've got Tasha Jonas going for a world title on the Calm Brook Mill. So it's brilliant. Michaela Meyer also here. She's really impressive, and I think boxing's in a good place.
No, I'm very impressed. I've been around Claressa and Michaela, both huge personalities. And the question I want to finish on for today, I think Sky Sports are doing very well. Got another massive fight coming up, Calm Brook. I've known those guys for about over 10 years now. It's taken a long time, but I'm glad it's here now. And I recently sparred Kell Brook on camera. A lot of people have seen that. Tell me about Calm Brook. What do you think of that fight?
You've known for 10 years. I've known Kell since he was 10 himself.
Oh, wow.
I remember when he walked on his hands through Brendan's gym in Sheffield, and Brendan said, keep an eye on that one. And you think, well, he's just a kid, and look what's happened to him. Amir, not as long as Cal. I've known him since he was a teenager, and I mean, obviously, I've been very close to both of them for a long, long time. We've had fantastic nights with the pair of them. We've tried many times to get the fight on, and finally it's happening. So it's brilliant. I'm really pleased that they're going to have this, but more importantly, that the fans are going to find out once and for all, who rules the roost, and whether it'll be Khan or whether it'll be Brooke. I think it's an absolute pick-em. It's unpredictable. Who knows what's going to happen on the night? I think it's going to be action guaranteed, and I cannot wait to get to Manchester and really milk up fight fever in that week. So yeah, we've got Cardiff here, great night ahead of us in Wales tomorrow. Then we've got a build-up week next week, and then it's off to Manchester for Khan Brooke, and then we finish in Glasgow, where there's going to be some atmosphere at the Hydra for Josh Taylor's return against the undefeated and very good Jack Catterall. And yeah, it's a brilliant month, and we're going to enjoy every minute of it.
Always a pleasure talking to you, Adam. I enjoy your passion for boxing.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Have a nice evening.
Cheers, and you.